So this question is a little tough to answer. At least the how much we make question. The question about how much we actually work on board. I made a video about that a couple videos back. You can go find it. And the reason why is because we're not salaried employees. We're short-term contract workers, so we only get paid for the time we're on board. And usually our contracts are about a week long. Now during that week, we get paid pretty well. But obviously how much you make per year depends on how many contracts you do. The more contracts you do, the more times you perform, the more you make per year. And for a lot of guest entertainers, cruise ships are all they do. They go from ship to ship to ship with a little bit of time off in between, and that's what makes up their yearly income. That being said, my situation is just a little bit different, and that's the second reason why this question is a little tough for me specifically to answer. Now, my situation is that I am a full-time performer. This is my only job. I only perform for a living. However, for who and where I perform changes throughout the year. So over the course of a calendar year, I will do a handful of cruise ships. I'll also do a handful of theaters and performance venues. I'll do a bunch of private events for things like company Christmas parties or conferences or fundraisers or whatever. Basically, when I'm not doing a cruise ship or a public theater show, I am entertainment for hire. I mean, technically when I'm on a cruise ship or in a theater, I'm still entertainment for hire, but you get the idea. Which brings us back to the question of, do I make enough to live off of? And the answer is very much so. Yes, I do. And I've been trying to think of a way to give an answer to this without giving hard numbers. And this is the best thing that I've come up with so far. Had magic not become my career, I was on track to be a physiotherapist. That's my education and my background. That was what I was going to do before I became a magician. And if I were to quit magic and go back to physiotherapy as a potential career path, I would be taking a pretty significant pay cut. Now, is this true for every magician out there? No. It comes down to a little bit of talent, a lot of luck, and working very, very hard. What a lot of people don't realize is the bulk of my job isn't actually performing and doing the shows. If you were to look at all the things that I do in a week or a month to book gigs, I'm really more my own entertainment agent or entertainment marketer than magician. The actual shows that I do are such a minuscule part of my job. Most of my time is actually spent sitting at a desk doing a whole bunch of administrative stuff. Sending emails, making phone calls, updating websites, etc. And all that hard work has paid off. Had you told Jeff from 20 years ago that he'd be a professional full-time magician traveling the world performing for people, he would have laughed in your face. In fact, 20 years ago, Jeff wouldn't have even known this was an option, but it is truly the best job in the world.